Are people still here? I'm so sorry. Oh jeez, I'm a half hour late to the stream. It's okay. Okay, it's okay. Alright, it's okay. Even in Hololive, there was a girl who was 20 minutes late to her own debut, so I'm okay. I'm okay. This doesn't mean that I'm bad. Okay. Yes, hello? Hello, it is I. I hope this is doing okay. Oh. Alright, got good FPS? Alright, awesome. The tracking still isn't as good as I would want it to be, but that's okay. As long as it works at all. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah. Ryofukunaga here to serve. Alright. Oh geez, I'm a bit lightheaded now. Okay. Oh, and is the sound okay too? Like the game's sound is still playing, right? I mean, it's saying that it is, but it also did when I was streaming virtual reality, so I'm not sure of anything anymore. Alright, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you so much. Alright. It was the dead of the night. Fog permeated the east end of London. And there we go, a woman is dead. A blade carved itself into the woman's chest. Same moment, her throat was twice spread open. From left to right, skin was lit so methodical was this act that the surface of the skin remained unfree. Oh, good idea, I should probably tweet this. Alright. Also, I'm sorry because it looks like this stream might be a bit more graphic. So I guess I got my wish of, seeing our first dead body. Back up. I am so sorry. Oh, hi Bandit! Hello! Hi Bandit! Yeah, lots of love! The sound got disconnected again. Why? Why? Let's see, is the sound okay now? I'll test with the diary. Isn't the diary opening? Oh god. Oh god. Please. Please. I'm begging. Okay, it's working. Okay, so this is just a silent screen. Okay. Hello! I'm back. I sure am back. Oh boy. The guttural scream elicited never reached her lips. Her larynx and... actually, I think that I'm just gonna not narrate this for everybody's sakes. I have no idea what he's saying. Yep, that's a corpse. Oh, geez. This is what the fellas would call ya bye. Silence again? Oh my god. Uh, eh, eh. Um. Alright, is it sounding now? It says that it is, but I can't be sure. Okay, it's sounding. Okay. Whew. Gonna take a second to breathe. Self-care is important. Alright. Alright. Hi, Glyphs! Hello. Anyway, we found a dead body. I was joking. I thought that we would take more time to discover a corpse, but nope, I guess this is the Jack the Ripper chapter.
今の足音はなんだあれは女が倒れている死んでいるのかなんてひどい傷だ誰がこんなことを
Oh yeah, and are the voices too loud? Like when I speak over them, am I like, kind of flashing with them, or is this level okay? That's right, a dead body! It's our first dead body! It crashed again! Oh god! Why is this happening? Please, I've been a good Christian girl. Oh. Every day I try my best. Even the game is dying. Let's try that again. I'm sorry, miss. We've already seen you die once. I'm not reading that again. The sky was a blanket of gray this morning. Still, my routine went on as normal. I had my morning tea, which had been prepared expertly by Pendleton post-breakfast. Here we are, back in the mind of our protagonist, Freya. Today's was Darjeeling. I added plenty of hot milk to it. Oh man, I could go for some milk tea right now. I sifted through the paper, idly sipping my tea, expecting nothing of note to capture my attention. Except something certainly did catch it, and right away at that.
イーストエンド、ホワイトチャペルでまたも殺人事件。刃物による犯行で、被害者はやはり娼婦。犯人は未だ見つからず、連続犯の仕業とみられ、捜査が行われている。
In the opening movie, it showed Jack the Ripper killing a man, so I had assumed that his MO had changed. Interesting. And does that mean that in the context of the CG, he's going against his usual methodology? The paper continued to detail the similarities between the murder of this woman, Miss Tabram, and the previously murdered Miss Smith.
怖いわね。一度だけでなく二度も。それに、犯人はまだどこかに潜んでいるなんて。
ええ、ロンドンの街も物騒になったものです。
みんな、次に狙われるのは自分かと怯えているわ。
See, there's no way we'll get murdered because we're the protagonist.
犯人が身近に潜んでいるんじゃないかって。疑心暗鬼になっているみたいだけれど、無理もないわね。
ではお嬢様、これから私が申し上げることもお分かりですね。
Not going to lecture us on keeping safe and not following any strange men? Pendleton seemed concerned.
もちろん分かってるわ。学園の行き帰りは、たとえ馬車でも十分注意を。
Right, and always double check that your driver, the driver of the carriage, is the person who you're expecting.
いいえ。
それじゃあ、心細いから、今日は早く帰ってきてください。とか
I wish I had a butler to say that to me today.
違います。
それじゃあ、犯人は実はこの私。これから
Pendleton, how could you?
お嬢様、ご冗談を。この私がそんな素直に自首するわけありませんよ。
Thanks, Pendleton.
とまあ、冗談はさておき。
冗談にしては、たちが悪いわ。
私がお嬢様に申し上げたいのは、危険な事件に首を突っ込まないようにということです。
NC-chan has a train of thought. I don't know if it goes anywhere.
まあ、事件に首を突っ込むな、だなん
Off
て。
the rails, Captain.
私はこれでも探偵の卵なのよ。
危険です。お嬢様では事件を解決するどころか、次の被害者になるのがオチです。
Not if we seduce the perpetrator.
そんなことないわよ。
ですが、万が一ということもございます。特に今回の被害者は皆女性なのですよ。
Oh, I like when they get this shadowy shading effect over their face. Like he's leaning in really close. Are you mad at me, Pendleton? Are you going to punish me? You know, or something like that.
警察から連絡を受け、駆けつけた時には時すでに遅し。パックリ切り裂かれたお嬢様のお腹からカスタードプディングがこぼれないよう抑えながらむせびなく火が来ようものなら、私は亡くなった旦那様と奥様に何とお詫びすればいいのか。
Tell them that I loved your pudding to the very end. Throughout the sky, thunder resounded. The flash of lightning had made his momentarily darkened countenance appear especially eerie. Oh, Pendleton, you understand Tuxedoji. I still don't know if he's a love interest or not.
ちょっと、怖いこと言わないでちょうだい。
失礼しましたお嬢様。
You're always forgiven.
ところで、カスタードプディングのおかわりはいかがですか？お好きでしょ？
あなた、意地悪ね。
そうですか。ともかく、お嬢様はくれぐれも気をつけてください。相手は凶悪犯です。間違っても犯人を自分の手で捕らえたい、などとお考えになりませんよ。
But we have Holmes and Watson, and John Lupin,
わかってるわ。
それと、今日からお嬢様の門限を夜7時から夕方4時に早めさせていただきます。守れなかった場合は、お嬢様のハリントン学園への通学は断念していただきます。
To 4 o'clock, not from 4 o'clock. But Dad!
待って、 それはちょっと厳しい。
これでもまだまだ手ぬるいくらいですよ。お嬢様はまだ知らないのです。このロンドンの闇の中に潜む本当の恐怖を。
Another thunderclap. Though he was only sorting out tableware, I felt an aura of foreboding from the butler.
ペンデルトン、まさかとは思うけれどあなた、私に殺意を
Pendleton going to kill us?
何を言っているんです。たとえお嬢様がどんな莫大な財産をお持ちだろうと、私がそんなことするはずないじゃありませんか。
I mean, Pendleton, I have to admit that right now John is my favorite, but if you really want it, then my life is yours.
なんだかものすごく。
それはお嬢様の気のせいでしょう。さあ、そろそろ登校の時間ですよ。くれぐれも門限のことお忘れなきよ
う。Okay. Hi, Bad Luck Kun. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to us so far. By the time I arrived, the rain subsided, and the serial killing in Whitechapel was the choice topic of every student. Because we're a detective academy.
今日の新聞読んだか？
This guy has
怖い
eyes.
話だよな。
Why does this guy have eyes?
スコットランドヤードも
This
まだ
guy
犯人
has
を
eyes
挙げ
too.
られ
Oh
ない
my
なん
god,
て
he's adorable.
優秀なんだよね。
I'm taking a screenshot. Faber, huh? I want a comrade to tell me that during a proletariat revolution, I would smuggle you out the country like Anastasia. Aw, that's romantic. Faber? Yes. He's cute. His smile.
さあな。でも、あのレストレード警部ですら、この事件には手を焼いているらしいぜ。
This guy is pretty alright too, now that I get a closer look.
まあ仕方ないのかな。このまま迷宮入りしなければいいけど。
そう言うな。レストレート警部はまだ優秀な部類だ。ま、スコットランドヤードにおいてはな。
あら、ホームズ親子も警部には協力しているんでしょう。ワトソン、あなたも役に立たないと。
でも俺たちには学校があるし、ホームズの
Oh,
父
is
親も
Holmes an overprotective
息子を危
dad?
険な事件には関わらせたくないみたいだよ。
Be really cute.
ワトソン君、余計なことは言わなくていい。
And again, is the volume okay? I hadn't seen any responses to like if it's like fine whenever I speak over them. Does it get mushy or anything? In fact, just a second while I change the volume levels. Alright.
だって本当のことだろ。今のところホームズにも事件の目星はついてないみたいだし、そもそもホームズにわからない事件を
Watson!
この俺が解けると思うのか？
Oh no, his self-esteem. Please help him.
自信たっぷりに言うセリフじゃないわね、ワトソン。まあ、私にも今のところ目星、ホームズやマープルにも全くつかみどころがないなんて。
That's right, it's going unsolved for over 100 years. Good job, Jack. Classroom was rife with discussion. Who could this murderer be, man or woman? Were they truly so crafty? What was missed? Was there anything to miss? Like others, I fell into this dialogue with such interest that I didn't notice a schoolmate trying to shuffle past till he bumped straight into me. John?
ごめんなさい。
John? No. I had seen this boy several times before, though we had never been introduced, and perhaps that was by intent. The slovenly fringe did little to soften the sharpness of his eyes, an unnaturally deep red. Listless as they were in addressing me, I was still intimidated. His height, too, added to my pause. I'd be less discouraged upon recalling his name, but what was his name? He is very sus. His name is Jack!
あなたは
He didn't care to wait, and without answering, continued to his seat.
どうかした？
あそこの席の彼、まだ名前を聞いていなかったなと思って。
あそこの席？ああ、窓際の？
Oh, his name is
君が言っているのはジャック・ミラーズのことだろ、ミス・ホワイトリー。
ジャック・ミラーズ。
ああ、ジャックか。あいつはクラスでもちょっと影が薄いからな。
Can't imagine why.
いつもほとんど喋らないし。
Ah!
奨学金もらってるくらいには優秀らしいけど。
I see, that explains it. Because this school is mostly full of rich people. Because, you know, those are the sorts of people who normally get the Queen's favor and are, or have the opportunity to study things in such depth. Interesting. So, if this Jack the Ripper is a poor fellow attending a rich person's school through a scholarship, then why is he killing the fellow poor?
騒がしくて成績も残念な君とは違うな。
苦手なもんは苦手なんだから仕方ないだろ。
I believe in you, Watson. Holmes was less than impressed by the excuse. Please support his dreams.
この学園の生徒はロンドンのウエストエンド出身の者がほとんどだが、彼はイーストエンド出身だ。
I don't know what that means, but I guess that I can guess on context.
イーストエンド。
Obviously, Jack is not overwhelmingly concerned with good praxis. Not being a very good comrade right now.
君にはほとんど縁のない場所かもな。
Uh-oh, a dumb Watson portrayal. This Watson is actually very useful. Like, he was instrumental to the last case. And he seems to want to be a very good detective instead of a doctor. And I support him. Please let him follow his dreams.
富裕層の多いウエストエンドと違って、イーストエンドは貧困層が多くて、ロンドンの中でも特に治安が悪い。
そうなの。
This Freya really is sheltered. The East End by name, but only that.
しかし彼はその環境下で試験にパスし奨学金を得た。まあ誰にでもたやすくできることではないだろうな。そこは僕もすごいと思う。
その通りね。
He's a penny among diamonds. I peeked again at Jack. Paid no attention to any of us in the classroom, instead staring blankly out the window.
せっかくジャックの名前も分かったのだし。
Oh, is this a story game, or will there be some choices later in the game? Yeah, this is a visual novel. It's mostly going to be a narration story like this, but there will come times when we need to make a choice that's timed, and that'll affect how the story goes. To be more specific, this is a romance game. Boy, oh boy.
はじめまして、ジャック。
MC-chan is kind of flighty when not solving crimes. You know it. In fact, she's flighty even when solving crimes.
改めて自己紹介するわ。よろしくね。
It was still intimidating. Or could it be that natural nervousness from speaking to someone new? Whichever it could be, I didn't want to let it stop me. Freya's a good girl.
もうあんなところに。
行ったそばから寄っていくなんて。まるで。
And Sarah still calls us her
好奇
puppy.
心旺盛なワンちゃんね。
それは褒めているのか、ミス・マープル。
Be your loyal dog if you want, Sarah. I waited. No response. And then finally he spoke. TG. Oh, this looks pretty good.
俺に何かよ。
Look at that! He said words!
そりゃ喋るでしょ。
I was certain Watson and Marple thought they were quieter than they were. Thanks, guys.
私、ジャックと今まで全然お話ししたことがなかったから、あなたと話してみたくて。
Oh man, I just thought. I hope that this Jack the Ripper isn't the type to get attached to the protagonist due to this just one positive interaction. Like, when it comes to murderous love interests, I prefer more of a slow burn. You feel me? Yeah, those are the eyes of someone who says, leave me alone.
それに、ジャックは頭がいいんでしょ？勉強のコツがあったら教えてもらいたいなと思って。
なんで俺にそんなこと聞くんだ？
それはあなたが優秀だと聞いたし。
Freya, no, that sounds like you're using him. Like the rich always use the poor.
そんな
Freya,
に
you're
も
privileged.
珍しいか？イーストエンドのやつが優秀で。
You see, Freya?
それとも連続殺人事件が気になるのか？
His eyes grew ever sharper.
あいにく俺には面白い話なんて何もないぜ。確かにあそこから通ってるけどな。
If Jack is so smart, why isn't he getting enough sleep? He's busy staying up so that he can commit all of the murders, of course. A guy's gotta have a hobby.
そんな、そういうわけじゃ。
俺のことは放って。
Jack leaned closer to me, voice dropping to a whisper.
俺が何をして学校にいようがお前には関係ないことだ。だから出身の話はやめてくれ。不愉快だから。
And a lot of cute boys are leaning in close to us today. This is a good day. Nice catching the accent, though From feels more Birmingham than East End. Huh, I'm not very familiar with accents, or how they're localized, Glyph. If anybody knows, like, feel free to speak up about it.
ごめんなさい。
Light but blunt, neutral in tone but sharp enough to pierce me. I felt a frozen hand seize my heart and squeeze it cold. Frightened me. And that's hot. Still more into Lupin though. Lupin. But this was no more in seconds, for he turned back to the window and resumed his gazing. Freya still feels more sorry for him.
私、
Never my intention, but intent was often erased the moment unintent, the dominant lasting thought. A lesson learned as I returned to my seat.
まあ、人には誰にも触れられたくないものがあるっていう。そうね。
気にするなって。ジャックのああいう態度は今に始まったことじゃないし。
ええ。
ミス・ホワイトリー、君は人の内側に遠慮なく踏み込んでいくところ
That's
が
right. It's because we weren't raised any better.
今まで誰もが恐れて近寄らなかった彼に臆面もなく話しかけた君のことを僕は軽く尊敬するよ。ミステリカシー。
Marple looks like she doesn't blink. Yeah, she's like a porcelain doll. And that's what Freya loves about her.
ホームズ、お前。
確かにデリカシーはなかったかもしれないけれど。
Holmes roused me to defend myself, only for me to be cut off before I could start.
皆さんごきげんよ
The
う。
teacher!
席についてください。
Nice. Oh, hi, Fang! Hello! Marple is the queen and I would sell a kidney to buy her a cake. Big same tuxedoji. Hi. Oh, hey, Fang, guess what? Is the teacher's first name Jack by any chance? I can't remember if we found out his... Hey, Fang, guess what? Hey. look, it's me! It's me! It's me! That's right, I have legs now! Look, I have legs! And I have hands! And the hands move! All right. So proud, thank you, Faye. Sandals with socks though, there's house slippers, not sandals. They're house slippers which are different. They're comfortable and meant to be worn with socks because that's how you keep warm. I mean, I could wear fuzzy slippers, but I haven't been able to find any that like are breathable in the right way. Like they always end up like really musty within just a couple of weeks, and it's definitely not my hygiene. Anyway, back to London. Our teacher ceased all discussion the moment he stepped into the classroom. My schoolmates obliged in a hurry, desks and chairs shuffling about in the process.
今、世間では連続殺人事件が噂になっています。
Oh, thank you for the sip, Fang! Right. Oh, nice and hydrated and ready for London.
探偵クラスのみんなにとっては興味深い事件でしょうが、先生たちはみんな親御さんから預かっている身。
Alright, have fun with the violent VR, Garrett! Oh man, I should play some too sometime. Wonder if there's a VR mod for GT.
今のところ、事件が起きているのはイーストエンドのホワイトチャペル地区だけですが、みんな、くれぐれも通学には気をつけてください。
Yes, sir.
私が無残にも切り刻まれた君たちの第一発見者になる日が来たら、私は親御さんたちに何とお詫びすればいいか。
先生、ペンデルトンといいお友達
特に女子生徒は気をつけるように。怪しい奴に狙われていると思ったら、すぐに近くの店に駆け込むか、警官に助けを求めてください。いいですね。学校の帰りは寄り道をしないで、まっすぐ帰るように。
先生たちも生徒が危険な目に遭わないように気を配っているのね。
Oh yeah, and Blue, today is a Sunday, so are you sure that you can stay up this late? It's about 2 a.m. your time, isn't it? Of how suspicious Kenzie isn't. Me too. Just a good teacher who looks really ominous.
ジャックは今回のイーストエンドの事件についてどう思っているのかしら。
You're the murderer? He don't mind him warning? Either of those, though he no intent. Vaccine? Nothing, that is, out the window. Dangerous something. Murder. Good old, reliable, friendly, helpful Mr. Mackenzie who definitely doesn't collect knives. I trust him. I mean, has there ever been a video game where you can't trust an ominous-looking teacher? Just remember Persona 3. The teacher there is so nice and friendly even though he looks shady.
はい、皆さん、この鉢に注目。
Apology, what? Preparation for our lesson? Your Underwood presented us several pots filled with vibrant flowers. Oh my goodness, thank you, Blue! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! Thank you so much! Yeah! Thank you for the sub, Blue. And have a great night, okay?
今日の薬学では皆さんにこの植物を紹介しよう。デルフィニウム。この名前を聞いたことのあるものは？
はい、先生。
Holmes raised his head and answered.
主に気温の低い産地に生える多年草で青く美しい花を咲かせます。 アルカロイドの一種である毒素デルフィニンを有し、口にすれば下痢や嘔吐を引き起こし、最悪の場合死に至ります。
Good night, Blue.
ありがとう、ホームズ君。私の言おうとしていたことを丸々言われてしまったな。
いいえ。
トマ、このデルフィニウムは花の美しさから園芸用としても栽培されている。
So would I if I had anything resembling a green thumb.
今日は諸君にこの植物をよーく観察してもらいたい。そして今後、もし友人からこの花をプレゼントされたら、自分がその友人に何かひどいことをしなかったか、よーく思い出してほしい。私も結婚記念日に妻からこの花を笑顔でプレゼントされた時は、なかなか粋なサプライズだと思ったよ。
If Holmes knows about a flower, it's either poisonous or used to make drugs. Hey, this Holmes is the son of the previous Sherlock Holmes. His name is Airlock Holmes. And he's a teenager, so no drugs for this one. Probably. At least I hope so.
先生、よくそれで無事に夫婦生活を送れて。
皆さんにはこの花の観察を行い、毒素を利用する方法についてのレポートを出してもらおう。
Hey, this game isn't putting punctuation in front of Mr. I heard that that's the standard way of punctuating it in British English, or that's how my teacher taught it when we were reading A Wrinkle in Time. Tuxedoji, can you confirm? Oh yeah, the teacher is gonna, have us think about ways to make use of this toxin. Nothing suspicious here. Oh, it's a valid form? Interesting. And we did precisely that as we divided ourselves into teams. I want to team up with John. Designated students carried their pots to their group stations with cautious air after hearing what they were capable of doing. Low, awkward waddle here, a long-held breath in there.
そうそう、デルフィニウムは基本的には食べなければ無害だが、
Betcha I can't eat all these flowers.
蜂を運ぶものや花に触れたいというものは必ず手袋をするように。毒素が手などの傷口から血液を媒介に体内に入ってしまう可能性があるからね。
あれ、ルーピン、お前普通に鉢植え運んでるけど手袋は？
I just wanna look at him. Just a moment. Oh, one thing I don't think it does is put a double space in front of periods, exclamations, and question marks. Oh, yeah, I think that's not common in American English either. Like, some people just do it anyway, I guess, for easier reading in newspapers and stuff. Anyway. Dawn time.
忘れてました。
だからっていきなり鉢植えを離すなよ。
Quite fortunate the pot was secured by Watson before it was to crash onto the floor.
ルーピンもワトソンも大丈夫？
ああ、なんとかね。鉢植えも無事だよ。
ごめんなさい。こんなに美しい花を乱暴に扱うなんて僕としたことが。
Well, will you at least feed this pretty flower, bro? Well, it's almost kill us, right? But where?
お前、謝ってる内容がちょっとずれてないか？
ああ、ごめんなさい。ワトソン。
When all chaos from gathering our materials was settled, the of us went to work monitoring the various features our chosen.
可愛らしいお花ね。本当に毒があるなんて。
Diligently started scribbling them up before looking upwards and catching sight of Jack again. Observing the same plant as I was, sort of distant in how he observed. I was close, eyes focused, close folded, petals, delicate. None of these. There was no scowl from this, but his expression lacked interest. All I could read that he.
ジャック、ノートも取らずにどうしたのかしら。
Moment to consider if the print from the and it was best not to approach him. Like Jack isn't big on poisons? Yeah, poison just doesn't have the same intimacy as a nice knife.
ジャック？
The concern was greater, but still I approached.
また、お前かよ。
Had frightened me for a second time. The wall he built with a stare felt impenetrable.
今度は何の用だ？
Apologizing.
私、今朝のことを、
今朝？
あなたの出身について軽々しく口にしてしまってごめんなさい。私、デリカシーに欠けていたわ。
貴族の娘が今度
Oh,
は
no.
犯人に同情。
Oh no.
そんなんじゃないわ。私はただ。
そういう口先だけの言葉、悪いけどやめてくれ。聞き飽きた。それに、言ったはずだ。
Sorry, Jack.
俺の子。
And there it was. Short, blunt. It lacked so much drama in its clarity that I didn't know how to excuse myself. It was not the floor which I noticed then, but again, Jack. His hand possessed several ill-dressed cuts. The wounds were fresh. Skin which made to heal around each one was speckled with dry blood, half picked at their edges, and sore sight no matter how one looked at them.
私なんて擦り傷ができたくらいでペンデルトン。ジャック、素手で花に触ってる？いけないわ。素手で触っては。
Not to block him. We're holding hands. Rather than express any thanks, he returned my efforts with a snarl.
なんだよ。
On closer inspection, I noticed that his cuff was stained with blood. Some of those injuries had yet to even close.
先生も言っていたじゃない。傷ついた手で毒性のある植物に触れたら血液から毒素が。
Just trying to get out of class, don't worry. Oh yeah, if he gets that in his system, then he'll never have to come to school again.
別に、このくらい何でもないし。
Jack motioned to touch the flower.
ダメよ。手が使えなくなったらどうするの？
やめろよ。わかったから騒ぐな。
Finally, I may have put up a bit of a fight, but the win was mine, and it did my heart good.
余計な世話だよ。それよりお前、ノート取れよ。
Whether he was genuinely so irritated with me or could not be bothered, the result was the same. He went to return to his seat. But those cuts, those terrible cuts. The potential of toxin wasn't the only issue with them. The thought of leaving them untreated would nag at me until I went mad, I was sure. Murder on a misty night, eh? Won't protect against poison.
Jack! 待って。
Oh, that's so cute! I bound his hand with my white handkerchief.
何すんだよ。
一応応急手当よ。後でちゃんと。
Strengthen the knot at the top, but not too tight as to irritate his injuries. It would have been best to, clean those out first, but I guess they don't have water bottles back here. Did water bottles or water bottles a thing back then? Guess not disposable ones. I mean, they had to have been, right? Baby, you are my angel. It did look a touch unsightly, but it was better than nothing to prevent all those scratches from getting worse. It was at that moment Jack decided Freya probably didn't need to die. Probably. Always be nice to the quiet kid. Oh geez, that was a really dark joke, I'm sorry. Jack seemed to think it more than unsightly. He observed it with all the disdain of an object too foreign to comprehend. Those scarlet eyes of his squinted.
へえ、育ちがいいんだな。騒ぐような傷じゃないだろう。それとも今朝の詫びのつもり？だったらやめてくれよ、そういうの。
What is this SpongeBob music? I don't know. I actually can't hear the game on my end. For some reason, it's only either I can hear it or you guys can. It's okay. I hope that you guys enjoy the voices in my place. What's happening to the game's resolution? That was weird.
そんなんじゃないわ。放っておけないだけ。何もしないで見ているよりもずっとマシよ。
Good girl. Rather, it's better to regret doing something than to regret not doing it. This message brought to you by Ryoko Asakura.
お前、お人よしだな。
からかわないで。あなたこそもっと自分を大切にすべきでしょ。
別に。でも、お前さ。
Oh no, did he fall in love with us?
なんでもない。
And thus, our conversation was ended.
それじゃ、そろそろ自分の席に戻ってくれ。
I continued to worry, but what good did worrying do when there was nothing to be done about it? There was no need for further resistance on my part with Jack, so I simply did as instructed. I couldn't resist a final peek in his direction, however. There he was, gazing out the window once more. Maybe he'll be less pale tomorrow now that he's not constantly bleeding out. Oh, maybe that's why he's killing people, to steal their blood. People love vampires, right? I was on my way out of the classroom once the lesson was over, when Watson approached.
あいつとはあまり関わらない方がいいと思うんだ。
あいつってジャックのこと？
ああ、こんなことを言いたくないんだけど、イーストエンドの人はみんな貴族が嫌いらしくて。
Watson, don't be prejudiced.
生まれながらに裕福ってだけで目の敵にするやつもいるんだ。貴族だけじゃない。警察や王室に敵対心を持つやつも多いみたいだし。
Thought you
だ
knew
から
better.
君も気をつけなよ。
あなたまでそんなことを？彼はクラスメートでしょ？
Tell him, Freya.
ごめん。でも俺君のことが心配で。
It's okay, we have protagonist powers. That's right, those poor nobles. They'll have to wipe their tears and tears of loneliness on all of their dollar bills and all of their fancy
心配してくれてありがとう、ワトソン。
not a bad person. Never committed murder in his entire life. Jack never tried to shake away my hand when I wrapped the hank. He was a man of cruel words and potential action.
確かにちょっとそっけないなとは思うけれど、
あれでちょっとそっけないか。やっぱり君って優しいというか、おおらかというか。
Watson could only smile bitterly. Jack did not move all morning, took no interest in surroundings. Curious of his expression, if it was stripped of emotion or not, but that unruly hair made it. Would have done with a thorough cut and brushing. Now there's this nice barber out there, not sure where he is, but his name is Todd, I think? First name Sweeney?
確かにジャックは少し近寄りがたいし、誰も話しかけないのも仕方ないのかもしれない。だけどみんなと違う彼だからこそ学ぶところだってあるはずだし、もっとちゃんとお話できればきっと。
For a third time today, I chose to approach him. We'll be friends.
ジャックったら寝ているわ。
He was so passive that I could not tell when he was awake and when he slept.
だけどノートはきっちり仕上げているみたい。一体いつの間に。
Yes.
ジャックって不思議な人だわ。
Well, so am I, Freya. So am I. Though the day was done for most, Holmes and Watson were plenty hungry for after-school investigating. The life of a detective was a lively one, when new murders were on the calendar. The studious and sleepyhead. Yeah. Maybe I'll give his route a try, after I'm done with both John and Akechi.
さてと、僕たちは今日は先に帰らせてもらう。スコットランド。
そうだな。ライアンさんを待たせてしまうし、行こう。
And I think after... Or maybe I would do Watson before Jack. Right now, Holmes is still in dead last, though. I am not a fan of the Kudere archetype.
スコットランドヤード？
Or, well, I am. That is literally one of my likes, but not the specific brand of Kudere. The smug kind of Kudere. I prefer the kind of Kudere that's, you know that they're not trying to be mean, and they're not looking down on you or anything? They're just absolutely terrible at communicating, or don't see the point of communicating? This Holmes is more of an ore-sama sort of kudere. You know what I mean, right?
ああ、警察も一刻も早く事件解決の糸口を見つけようと必死なんだよ。
そうなの。でも当然よね。これだけ世間を騒がせているんだもの。
うん。ミス・ホワイトリー。
Some unusual twist. Holmes appealed to me directly, despite his pressing timeline. Not rude enough, got it. No! Holmes is too rude. Oh yeah, Glyphs, you weren't here for the prologue, right? I have the VOD of that on YouTube, if you want to see our first impression of Holmes.
君はこの奇怪な事件についてどう考えている？
ホームズ、何を言ってるんだ？今回行くのは俺とホームズだけだろ？
まあ、だが彼女が今回の事件をどう考えているのか少し。
私は
I think that I'll wait and I hope...
様子見だわ。やっぱり
Watson, huh?
警察が総力を挙げても
I'll have to get a Holmes point later to make up for it because I'm not interested
女
in
の私
Watson.
が挑戦するなんて。
I was hoping that that would make me stay behind and maybe talk to John some more. Either John or Jack.
現実的に考えて無謀すぎると思うわ。慎重に動かなきゃ。
そうだよな。 あ、いや、それを聞いて安心したよ。
月並みな答えだ。しかしまあ、それが妥当な判断だろうな。
Conversation ended with Watson being the more pleased of the couple. Confirmed couple. I could only settle for my answer making sense to Holmes, or to say nothing else, or to say anything else would convince him that I was uncertain rather than I changed my mind.
おい、ホームズ、そろそろ行かないと。
あ、そうだな。
じゃあ、俺たちはこれで。寄り道はしないで、まっすぐ帰りなよ。
Sir,
ええ、わかっているわ。
if we didn't, then Pendleton would cry. I bid them a quick farewell as they retired from the classroom.
私も男の子だったら、二人のようにもっと事件の捜査ができたのかしら。
My contemplations form of a small sigh that matched my.
おい。
A sudden voice from behind me roused me from my thoughts.
ジャック？
お前、驚きすぎだろ。
Ah, look at his face. He looks so nervous. Not understand if he was impressed or soured by my reaction. Raised an eyebrow. Oh, thank you for the sip, Chef Max Tea. All right, nice and refreshed, and ready to speak to Jack the Ripper.
全然ジャックに気づかなかったわ。いつの間に立っていたのかしら。あら？
Good, he got properly bandaged. My next exclamation came as I spotted Jack's hand.
ジャック、あなた、ちゃんと
Good
言いま
boy. Could see the difference. My handkerchief wrapping was a good solution, one were to put it politely. And now my solution was in favor of clean cuts held securely in a correct bandage, which I could only say excellent. How pleased I was that he listened and tended to his injuries.
もう二度と行くかよ、あんな薬臭いところ。
I mean, it's better than blood though, isn't it, Jack?
だったら、怪我しないように気をつけてね。
Oh, he's pouting. Jack looked away in a certain embarrassment that he had no counter. Could have been that I was the victor in this back and forth, and were he injured again, he would take my advice first thing. Yet, even if he did not, he listened this time, and that alone did well to lift my heart.
あのさ、
何？
Just rub some dirt on it, Cliff Snow! He was not intimidating, but rather awkward. Very awkward indeed, with the distinct flicker of a question in his eyes, of a blush that pressed him not to ask. Oh no, a blush.
やっぱり。
No, did he fall in love? Whatever this question was, he did not pluck up the courage and dashed into the hall.
待って、ジャック！
But I wouldn't let it end there. I followed and cried his name, and to my surprise, he stopped.
なんだ。
もっとジャックと話したい。彼がどんな人なのかは知りたけど、また軽率なことを言って、ジャック。
Various ideas slipped through, while I recalled the notes he'd written in class.
そうだわ。ねえ、ジャック。もし、私とお手紙の交換をしましょう。
Wait, did you get your handkerchief back? That's right, we didn't! Oh, maybe he's going to clean the blood off of it first before giving it back? Like, that's the usual polite thing to do, right? Though then again, he doesn't seem to be a very polite boy. Maybe he's just going to keep it? Sniff it?
はあ？
I had him more puzzled than I ever seen him. My god, looking closely, he has shark teeth.
どうして俺がそんなことしなきゃいけない？
それは。 ジャックについてもっと教えてほしいなと思って。
Getting a lot of points with other boys, but it should be okay as long as Lupin is the guy we appeal to the most by the end. And if we fall into somebody else's route, we're starting from the top, guys.
俺について。
私もっとあなたのことを知りたいの。あなたがどんな人なのか、何が好きなのか、何が得意なのか。
Girl would say this to me.
もちろん私のことも知ってほしいわ。そしてもっとあなたと仲良くなれたらいいなって。
お前、俺が怖いとか気味悪いとか思
You
わな
are
い
a
のか。
nasty soul. But luckily we are also nasty. Nasty.
特に思わないけれど、どうして？
いや、別に。
Jack looked away with a similar discomfort.
それにジャックは授業でノートを取るのが早かったでしょ。口でお話しするよりもお手紙の方がいいかなと思ったの。
手紙なんて
Oh, we can be his first.
書いたことない。
大丈夫。何でも自分が思ったことを書けばいいのよ。
Shuffled around for the stationery in my bag.
ちょっとだけ待っていて。
Oh god, Jack the Ripper also wrote letters to the police, didn't he? Oh god, is this giving him the idea? This is what the kids would call yabai. A sign from heck indeed.
は
最初だから挨拶も兼ねて自己紹介を。
I mean, you already stopped him from dying. This isn't so bad in comparison. Bye-bye. And worked with an inelegant... As I hurried to fill a page, I'll just gloss over how I completely failed to pronounce that onomatopoeia.
最後に、そうだわ。包帯はこまめに取り替えてね。できたわ。
Oh, that's so cute! I blew out the ink to ensure it was dry before folding the letter and storing it in a pretty envelope.
これ直接口で言った方が早くないか。
Yeah, but the text medium is nice in that you can, you know, see how you sound. Write it all out, look over, edit as you like. That's why this is my first time trying to, you know, do Let's Plays in a verbal format, and I hope that I'm doing all right with it. Thank you for being patient with me, guys.
もうそれじゃあ手紙の意味がなくなってしまうでしょ。
そんなの知るかよ。だいたいどうしてそんなもの持ち歩いてんだ。
In case we need to make new friends, of course.
ペンデルトン。私の家の執事に持たされているの。いつ急ぎの手紙を書くことになっても大丈夫なようにって。
An emergency letter to who?
急ぎの手紙か。
Jack's expression was too complex for me to read it fully. I continued regardless.
あなたのお返事待っているわね。
So sweet.
お前、貴族のくせに変わったやつだな。
You know, even though he's so rude, I think that I would actually be pretty into him if it wasn't for the serial murder.
そうかしら。
あ、それに物好きだ。
Meddling, he called it. Meddling made it sound so trite. And how could a budding friendship be anything but grand? I could not tell if Jack understood me sincere or too headstrong to challenge, or both, but he accepted my letter. But that he accepted my letter was enough for me to end the day a happy girl. This is a happy day. This happy girl awaited his reply. Waited. 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 Waited until she became quite saddened.
あれから何日か経ったけれど、
Eyes were heavy as I entered the academy for the day. I made several attempts to speak with him in a friendly manner since then. Each time he would respond to my proddings with the brevity he expressed to the world before we met. We were a splendid failure in communication, he and I. Didn't have money for postage, how sad. Oh no, that's very possible. He said nothing about the letter when I asked. I hope he hasn't thrown it away. No, I'm sure he's keeping it. And sniffing it.
私の手紙も読まずに捨ててしまったのかしら。
The gloom was building when my eyes wandered to the courtyard from the hallway.
あら?
Is it John? I could see a familiar nest of hair. Is it John?
あそこに座っているのは、ジャック?
Certainly. He was alone sitting at the base of a massive oak tree.
こんな朝早くから一体何をしているのかしら。
Curiosity, as it so often did, possessed me, and before I was aware of it, I'd run to greet him. The courtyard was silent in the morning, but welcomely so, with plant life green and sweetly looked after by those charged with tending to it. I was always energized by the scent of freshly cut gardens, and I felt as much refreshment here with every new breath.
朝の中庭ってこんなに静かなのね。ジャック、もしかしてここで人知れず勉強を。
That'd be cute. I quietly approached to keep disturbing him. Oh, 2 introduction CG. Wow, they are spoiling us with Jack. There were no books or such spread before him, so he wasn't studying as I first suspected. Judging from his posture, rather, he simply fell asleep while steeped in thought.
ジャック、教室だけではなく、こんなところでも寝ているなんて。きっと夜遅くまで頑張って勉強しているのね。私も頑張ら。あ。
He stirred once I was close. Timing so apt, I had to wonder if he knew I was there even asleep.
ごきげんよう、ジャック。
お前か。
Does Jack get a whole introduction chapter to himself, but John had to share an introduction chapter with Sarah. Blinked away the sleep a few times before speaking in a tired voice.
ひょっとして起こし。
まあ、お前の足音わかりやすいから。
そんなにうるさかった？ごめんなさい。
別にそろそろ教室行くつもりだったし。
Was to the point, if he didn't care to say anything more than necessary. This, I'd come to discover, was not an act in dismissal so much as what was in keeping with his personality.
お前、なんでここに？
教室へ行く途中でジャックの姿を見つけて、朝にここに来たのは初めてだけれど、静かで気持ちがいいわね。
まあ、あんまり人来ないし、寝やすい。
やっぱり眠るのが目的だったのね。
Jack made no effort to continue the flow of the conversation.
そうだわ。手紙のこと、ジャックに聞かなくちゃ。ジャック、
これ。
Did write one. Handed me something white before I could properly ask. but upon sight of what it was, perhaps I didn't need to ask.
これ私のハンカチ
Aww!
よね。
Certain it was the one I had lent him during our pharmacology lesson. He really did bring it back to clean it. He's a good boy. Except for the murders. Because he definitely did commit at least one murder. Do have laundry in the East End. It came accompanied by a small, lightly wrinkled envelope. My heart was suddenly alight.
手紙書いてくれたの？
お前みたいに好きなものとか趣味とか思いつかなくて。お前思ったことを書けばいいって言ってたから。
I looked away to indicate he had nothing more to say on the subject. And still, I could not have been more thrilled. He wrote to me. Oh, it was indeed such a thrill to know he wrote to me.
どうもありがとう。
俺は教室に行く。
あ、ジャック？
And then he left the area faster than I'd ever seen him move. He's embarrassed.
ジャック、一体どんなことを？
I set about reading it with earnest. Right here, right now.
ハンカチ、ありがとう。次に手紙をよこすのは他のやつがいない時にしてくれ。
Look, he's writing all proper.
渡すのが遅くなってごめん。ジャック・ミラーズより。
From the last part looked a bit different to the rest, and a little later perhaps.
ジャック、もしかしてずっとハンカチと手紙を渡そうとしてくれていたのかしら。
Get how to spell his name?
でも教室だと他のみんなもいたし、渡しにくかったのかも。
Put her back into its envelope, placed it and the handkerchief delicately in.
でもよかった。次はジャックになんて返事を書こうかしら。
Burst of energy clipped my heels as I skipped to the classroom. Jack and I would come to routinely exchange these letters, making me, as I hoped, a happy girl each time. Pendleton was the first to greet me when I returned home.
お嬢様、ここしばらくのお早いお帰り、何よりです。お嬢様のことですから、三日坊主どころか、3歩歩けば約束をお忘れになってしまうかと心配しましたが。
私は鶏じゃないわ。
ですが今までが今までですので。
言うじゃない、ペンデルトン。
お嬢様、何やら嬉しげなご様子ですね。良いことでもありましたか？それは
ペンデルトンには内緒。
おっしゃいますね、お嬢様。
You're so good at detectiving, Pendleton, you can figure it out. That smile of his might have borne wickedness at my response.
ねえ、ところでペンデルトン、あなた
イーストエンドですか？なぜそんなことを？
それは私がこの町のことを、ロンドンのことをまだ何も知らないから。
ですがお嬢様、必ずしもあなたが全てを知る必要はないのです。
確かにロンドンの西部、このウエストエンドには豊かさと文化があるわ。でも東部にはその生活を支えている貧しい。
ええ、ですがイーストエンドには底なしの闇があります。お嬢様にはわずかに触れただけで致命傷となりましょう。
でも新聞ではずっとイーストエンドの惨劇を報じているわ。それを対岸の火事のように私たちが見ているだけでいいのかしら。
いけません。ご自分を過大評価されては。いかにお嬢様が女王陛下から栄誉の指輪を贈られたと言っても、その光でこの世の全てを照らせるわけではないのですから。
You're right, though. Gotta choose, like, what you can devote your energy to. Like, I'm choosing to devote myself to you guys. I saw then the sorrow of one who must have seen the bottom of a bottomless pit. What I should do now. What shall I do for tonight? Oh, Dave, maybe read a book?
本を読もうかしら。
I don't know what these choices do. I reached the first spine that caught my eye on the shelf. It was Alice in Wonderland. Didn't know why it stood out to me. Last read it when I was small. Or to be more precise, my mother read it to me often. Alice had lost her way at the beginning, but in time she awakened and returned from Wonderland. If only one's own troubles could be solved so easily. Mystery would remain an unsolvable conundrum. A wrong turn and my way could be ever lost. I could afford neither. I took pride in being a detective, and though I was still fresh in my role, the road to betterment was lurid. What does life? The book mother read to me when I was a child, so that's been added to evidence, I guess. I really don't know what the point of all of these are. Do I need to, like, go to sleep and write in a diary, like, in a specific order in order to reach some sort of true ending?
今日は少し疲れたし、もう寝ようかしら。
I stood from my chair and moved to my bed. I heard a knock on my bedroom door.
どうぞ。
失礼いたします。
Hamilton entered alone.
お嬢様、ご両親の事件の調査に進展がございましたので、ご報告に参りました。
わかったわ。お願い。
まずは、ロンドンでの交友関係から調べました。お二人が学生の頃、特に不審な交友関係も浮かび上がらず、手詰まりかとも思われましたが。
From this moment, he presented his evidence, a photograph he secured from his attaché. I don't know what that is either.
こちらの写真をご覧ください。
これは
？Would assume that was Queen Victoria in the center over there. Closer to inspect it and read it more. A type of suitcase, I see. Several men and women were present, strangers I did not know. Father and mother, and Her Majesty, ever glowing in her youth, stood at the center.
ご両親と親交があったご友人の方々で撮られたものです。
Are they the parents of any of the love interests? Are Holmes and Watson over here? The OG Holmes and Watson? Is there a game where you play as Pendleton detectiving his way around London? No.
女王陛下まで。ペンデルトン、あなた。
ハリントン学園の資料室からお借りしたものです。学長にお嬢様の事情を話したら、快くそのうちの一枚を譲ってくださいました。お嬢様が学園に入学されていたおかげですね。
How are you going to be the queen and have the worst haircut in a photo? Hey! Hey! No way! How can you say she has the worst haircut when there's that guy to the far left?
まあ、そうだったの。でも、この写真がどうして学園に？
ご両親はお二人ともハリントン学園の卒業生でした。それにオリビア様はハリントン学園でも記念すべき初めての女子生徒でしたし。 在学中に女王陛下の指輪を贈られていましたから、学長も彼女のことはよく覚えていたそうです。
お父様も学園に通われていたのね。そして
Which of these
二人とも指輪を。
Probably the blonde one, right?
今では私やマープルの他にもたくさんの女の子も学校に通っているけど、当時は珍しかったのね。
Oh, thank you for the sip, Bad Luck Coon. All right.
けれどこの写真、二人とも学園を卒業した後のものよね。
Oh, they married straight out of school, huh?
結婚指輪と女王陛下の指輪をつけているし。
Well, I guess that's just how it was back then. Victoria looks like she's about to ask for the manager. No, but she is the manager.
ええ。卒業後、ご学友でお集まりになられた時のものだそうです。お二人は福祉にご興味をお持ちだったようで、ご友人方と貧民街へボランティアに行くこともあったそうです。
Wow, that and you still don't want us to go to the slums.
そう。
この写真はハリントン福祉教育基金の設立を記念して撮影されたものです。女王陛下も記念すべき日を祝うため駆けつけてくださったのでしょう。
それで女王陛下が一緒に。
Narrowed my eyes to scout for further mysteries.
両親と陛下以外の人。
ええ、お調べしております。ホワイトリー夫妻の隣は貿易商のクインシー氏ベックフォード伯爵、そして夫妻の1年後輩にあたるスタンリー男爵ランドルフ教授です。
None of them seem related to the love interest.
ありがとう。さすがね。もうそこまで調べがついているなんて。
ええ、今わかっているのはそれだけですが。
一体どんな動機で二人は殺されたのかしら。彼らが人から恨みを買っていたなんて思いたくはないけど。
ですが、誰からも恨まれずに生きていくことなどできません。嫉妬や逆恨みが人を追い詰めることもあるのですから。
ええ、悲しいけれど。
この後、当時の夫妻について何か知らないかお聞きしてみましょう。
ええ、お願いね。
Oh, that was a pretty quick chapter. Oh man, so we're still ending at the usual time, even though I was
怪
late.
盗ルパンの予告図を。
Do I have the strength in me to do a 4-hour stream today? I do not. I have to get up early tomorrow since it's a work day. I don't have the strength for a 4-hour stream today, but oh god, do I want to. Oh god. Oh god, do I want to. Regrettably, I must save here. Lupin time. Lupin time. So, thank you so much, you guys, for coming to see me, even though this ended up having a lot more technical difficulties than I thought it would. Maybe I need an upgrade to my graphics card? I think that this is still a pretty new computer, though. I'll always do an extra stream tomorrow or whenever. Be there if you do. Thank you! Thank you! I'm doing my best. I might consider it then. Come to think of it, I still haven't finished making next week's schedule graphic either, so I am gonna have to do that. Oh man, I'm just a mess this weekend, but I had a lot of fun. Really happy with everything. Hey, look at me. Look how happy I am. Take care, you did your best. Rest well and don't forget to stay fit. Thank you, Bad Luck Coon. Did ever hear Jack talk? That's right. I'll have to listen to the VOD afterwards to see what his voice sounded like. Alright. Alright! Well, good night, everybody. And thanks for tuning in to Freya Fukunaga. Bye-bye!